The Buick Rendezvous, introduced in the spring of 2001 as a 2002 model year vehicle, is a mid-size crossover SUV that was sold by Buick for the 2002 to 2007 model years. Background: the Buick Rendezvous and its corporate cousin the Pontiac Aztek were GM's entry into the crossover SUV segment. As a four-door crossover with a front engine and four-wheel drive, the Rendezvous featured a four-speed automatic transmission with a V6 engine. The SUV used the same platform as GM's short-version minivan, Pontiac Montana and Chevrolet Venture. It assumed the load-carrying duties that were previously handled by the Buick Estate station wagon. Technology and notable features: Buick's first truck in its lineup since 1923, the Rendezvous was billed as a combination of the best attributes of a minivan, a luxury automobile and a sport utility vehicle. The Rendezvous was produced at General Motors' Ramos Arizpe, Mexico assembly plant, where it shared an assembly line with the Pontiac Aztek. In lieu of four-wheel drive, the Rendezvous offered Versatrack, a full-time, fully automatic all-wheel drive system which provided sure-footed traction in the snow and wet, could handle moderate off-road surfaces, but was not meant for boulder climbing Rubicon Trail-type activities. Like the Pontiac Aztek, the Buick Rendezvous is based on a shortened version of GM's second-generation U-platform minivans. Buick benchmarked the Park Avenue sedan as the prototypical target for ride and handling for the Rendezvous, in order to provide a luxurious and responsive car-like ride. All Rendezvous came equipped with a fully independent rear suspension system regardless of optional content or trim level. The Rendezvous instrument cluster detailing featured teal illuminated needles and numbers set in a silver face accented by chrome trim rings that was meant to evoke the luxurious look and feel of an expensive watch designer bracelet. The Rendezvous boasted the ability to carry 7 passengers when equipped with a third-row bench, a class-leading feature that Buick brought to market before its competitors. The Rendezvous is able to carry within its interior the proverbial 4x8 feet sheet of plywood, in support of the Rendezvous' intended role as a versatile accoutrement for busy people with families. It provided a center console with storage space and power points for a laptop computer, as well as a separate spots to hold a purse, a cell phone, pager or other small items that the owner would want to keep organized and readily accessible, as well as an optional rear cargo organizer system, and rear seat stereo system controls with headsets. On the up-level CXL model, a driver information center on the instrument panel provided the outside temperature, compass functions, a trip computer that included readings of fuel economy, range and fuel used. An optional second-generation heads-up display was also available. This was also available in the CX model. An optional tire inflation monitoring system provided readings of tire pressure and warned if out of the specified range. Was a clever feature in the wake of the Ford Explorer Firestone debacle that was in large part attributable to underinflated tires. Safety: the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety gives Rendezvous an overall acceptable rating in the frontal offset crash test for fair structure, performance and poor dummy control. However, the IIHS never did a side impact test on the Rendezvous. Sales success: the Rendezvous was a badly needed success for Buick given the decline of its aging customer base, and single-handedly brought a large number of younger, wealthier conquest buyers into Buick showrooms who otherwise wouldn't have considered purchasing a Buick. Certainly a major contributor to the Rendezvous' success was an aggressive value pricing strategy that made the Rendezvous $6,500 less than a comparably equipped Acura MDX and $8,000 less than the Lexus RX 300. The Rendezvous handily exceeded GM's predictions of 30,000 to 40,000 units a year by a large margin, which helped offset the poor sales of the Pontiac Aztek, with which it shared its Ramos Arizpe, Mexico, assembly line. Commercials featuring Tiger Woods aired during the Buick Classic Golf Tournament. Tornado featured a tornado picking up Woods, 3 waitresses in the minivan, 2 storm chasers in a competing SUV, and 1 man in a luxury car. All the participants ended up inside a Rendezvous, with Woods driving and saying, "I guess we're not in Kansas anymore." Quote, Igor had 3 vehicles driving from a cemetery at night into a castle, followed by a lightning strike, and Woods exiting the castle in a Rendezvous as Frankenstein plays. Woods says, "What? You were expecting Igor?" Quote, Year-to-year changes. 2003 optional rear DVD system offered. Optional XM satellite radio offered. 2004 front turn signal. Parking lights changed to clear from the previously used amber. The Ultra was added as a top-line model, with all comfort options standard, 17-inch aluminum wheels, leather and ultra suede seating, as well as a theft deterrent system. 2005 The Ultra was available with front-wheel drive. The 3.6L V6 was now an option for the front-wheel drive CXL. Received chrome Buick Tri-Shield steering wheel, leather-wrapped steering wheel standard. 2006 Quad tuning added to model. OnStar, rear park assist standard. 3.5-liter V6 standard. Received chrome Buick Tri-Shield in grille. A black-faced instrument cluster replaced the all-silver one used in prior years. Ultra dropped for CXL Plus. 2007 OnStar direction and connections with turn-by-turn navigation. Available in CX and CXL trims. Available only in front-wheel drive. Standard mahogany trimmed wheel on CXL, optional on CX. Standard third-row seat on CXL trim. Last year for the Buick Rendezvous. Sales